All right, well, after a Conservative MP crossed the floor to join the Liberals earlier this week, speculation about potentially other MPs making the move, that's not slowing down. So for the latest on this, let's go live to Ottawa. CTV's Jeremie Charron joining us. Jeremie, a little bit of drama earlier this week, but now we're hearing from both sides on the possibility of even more Conservatives crossing the floor. How close could we be?
Yeah, look, Nick, there is a lot of talk in Ottawa right now, but it is just that for now, talk. Nothing, new to confirm or to report at this point. That being said, there is a lot of conversation happening about whether or not we will see any more floor crossers and whether or not the Liberals will be able to achieve a majority. They're just 2 seats away now, with Chris d'Entremont crossing the floor earlier this week on Budget Day, of course. That brings the Liberals to 170 seats, just 2 shy of the 172 needed for a majority. And so there is so much talk right now about whether or not we will see any more floor crossers and whether they'll be able to achieve a majority government. Of course, some of that coming because when Chris d'Entremont spoke to reporters yesterday for the first time, he talked about why he made the decision to move on, that he felt as though, the Conservative Party was too much about knocking down the country rather than moving forward and looking ahead. He was critical of the Conservative leader, Pierre Poilievre, but he also talked about how he feels there are other people within the Conservative caucus that are feeling the same way he is. Here's a little more from Chris d'Entremont yesterday.
I'm honored to welcome him as the newest member of our government caucus. Chris's decision to join the government caucus at this crucial moment for our country is exceptionally valuable and important.
I would think over the last number of months, I wasn't feeling that I was aligned with the ideals of what the leader of the opposition had been talking about.
And just in terms of how many other Conservatives feel the same way that you do that are currently sitting in caucus?
Yeah, I would suggest that there probably are those that are in the same boat, but I will let them tell their stories if that time comes.
If that time comes, that's the big question, Nick, is whether or not that time will come. And if not, then the Liberal Party and the government has to shift its focus to something else. And likely their focus is split on 2 things right now, trying to figure out whether they can get 2 more to cross the floor and form a majority government, or how they pass the budget if that doesn't happen. And of course, there are, all kinds of scenarios. The Conservatives have been clear that they will not support this budget. Green leader Elizabeth May has been clear she won't support the budget unless she sees changes. The big outlier here is what happens with the NDP. Its 7-member caucus has not been clear one way or the other yet whether or not it will support or vote against the budget. It has also said, the NDP has said, that it would consider abstaining. And if all 7 NDP MPs abstain from the vote, that would be enough for the Liberals to pass this budget. So many questions still remain, among them whether or not the Liberals are able to form a majority in the coming hours or days here. And if not, how do they pass this budget?
It could really change the dynamic. I mean, in Ottawa, we talk so much about elbows up all year long, Jeremie. But it's been sort of eyebrows up, when Chris d'Entremont says maybe there's more to come. So we'll see about that. We'll keep an eye on everything in Ottawa. I know you'll be doing that. Thanks so much. We'll talk soon.
Of course, anytime.